Unconfirmed date.
Alright, you guys, this is Anime Manga Antagonist. I'm very tired right now. I've been walking around. It's very exhausting, but I'm kind of getting ready to leave. But I didn't want to leave until I interview this awesome guy right here. Whoa, what is that?
Oh, it's me.
Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah, it's you. You're the one. You're the star of this video now. What is your name, sir?
My name is Danny D-Boy.
All right, nice to meet you, man. So, what are you doing? What are you doing here at PMX this time?
I'm here as a panelist. I'm doing otaku nerd style comedy at PMX, the PMX Comedy Corner.
All right, cool. And how many have you been doing this many times at PMX, or have you also done it at different conventions?
I've done comedy at other conventions, participated, but for PMX, this is the second time, and I'm actually getting a bigger room because it had a great turnout last year.
All right, cool. Well, what happened? Who was your favorite comic from last year's? And
from last year, believe it or not, the man who is behind Annie.me, Mr. Evan Jones, name drop there, Evan Jones. He's the actually founder of Annie.me. He's a very funny guy, a lot of Bleach reference, a lot of the anime that a lot of people are current with. Just hit the right punchline and got the crowd going.
All right, right on. So some of the comics that are going to be participating, are there like pros or are there beginners? What is the skill?
For PMX, because I actually want to more focus on the amateur aspect of the comics. You know, I know that with other cons, you know, with Anime Expo, that's like the NBA Finals of comedy. That's where that panel is packed with 2,000 people and top of the top comedians perform there. So this is more of a warm-up for a lot of those who can't be in front of 2,000 attendees, and just to be in front of just 50 attendees to kind of get themselves started. And that's really what my main focus is. For those who don't know about comedy or can't express themselves in an anime way, I set up a stage. Let's have fun with it.
All right, awesome, man. So how were you before? I mean, you're a comic, right? Obviously.
I'm a comic.
How did you start off in the very beginning? Like, was it very nervous for you? Did it, was a bit slow, or did you really got to it?
Well, really, I discovered about anime comedy in 2007, Anime Expo at Long Beach. And I walked into it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And my cousin's like, oh, you should do comedy, bro. You should give it a shot. And I was like, okay. So I practiced a whole year. And my very first comedy debut took gold, first place. I was like, wow, fun. And I was like, heart could not stop pumping. The adrenaline was killing me. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to do it again. I waited a whole year. I did my set. People were laughing. I did a lot more mainstream, talked about DDR, my Hispanic life as an otaku. And people loved it even more. And I decided to branch out my otaku-ness into the main circuit. I do stand-up at Laugh Factory, Hollywood. I do, like next Friday, believe it or not, I'm performing at the Ice House in Pasadena. So 18 and over, it's in Pasadena. I'm getting called up for a different comedy set, so I pretty much filter out my anime into my mainstream, kind of making myself very diversified in comedy. So comedy was just really a one-time thing, and now been doing it since 2008. Why not share it with everyone else?
Wow, that's very incredible. A wonderful resume. A lot of great stuff under your belt. For those people that are watching this video, or young comics, that want to do, do some comedy in anime and other things as well too. What is your advice to them?
Just be yourself. I mean, I know there's a lot of stories at conventions, watching anime. How creative you can be. Anything that comes through your head, write it down. Share it with your friends. If you want to take it up on stage, why not? What's the worst that can happen on stage? Nothing. Oh well. What's the best thing that could happen? Building up a reputation, building up a new hobby, and putting yourself out there as a comedian. Because comedy is not that easy. It's not. But it takes a lot of huevos, well, for females, other stuff. But,
yeah.
I don't think they have that. Unless they do, then that's a different story. But for the most part, it takes a lot of courage and bravery. And just the fact that you're going up on stage, that's already a huge accomplishment. I encourage anybody who can be up on stage to do it. Pretty much to answer your question, the hardest part is the 2 seconds before making contact with the mic and the 3 seconds after you start. That's probably like the heart rush part. After that, smooth sailing.
All right, all right. Well, thank you very much. Before I end this video, do you have something so people can check you out, like a plug you want to put out?
I have a Facebook, facebook.com/dboypro.net. I have a lot of my comedy shows recorded on my YouTube, youtube.com/Epyon, just like the Gundam, EPYON 2002X. All of my comedy videos there, my shows in Little Tokyo, conventions, my mainstream, everything's there. A lot of my open micers start off there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just dboypro on Facebook, and I also have a website, dboypro.net. I post up blogs as much as I can, game reviews, comedy events, where you can find me, and when is the next open mic for a lot of new upcoming comedians to perform.
All right. Well, thank you very much, man. For those that are watching, go check him out. He's a wonderful guy, very funny dude. And sir, I hope you enjoy tonight's event, and it's going to be wonderful.
Funny thing is that they want me to do stand-up at this cosplay got talent. I'm like, I don't even got cosplay. So I'm like, I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to grab someone's wig and just put it on and see how it goes.
Do what you got to do, man.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself at PMX.
Gracias. Konnichiwa, people.